You went to bed on time, you got 8 hours, the alarm goes off, and somehow you feel like you barely slept. So what happened? Here's the part most people miss. 8 hours in bed does not automatically mean 8 hours of restorative sleep. And if you regularly wake up exhausted, your night may be giving you clues you never notice because you're asleep when they happen. Sleep isn't simply an on and off switch. Throughout the night, your brain moves through different stages of sleep in repeating cycles. These include lighter sleep, deeper slow-wave sleep, and REM sleep. Different stages support different processes, from memory and learning to physical recovery. So the better question isn't only, how long did I sleep? It's also, how well did I sleep? And one of the biggest ways sleep quality gets damaged is something you might not remember happening at all. You can wake up repeatedly during the night without clearly remembering every awakening the next morning. Noise outside, a room that's uncomfortable, needing the bathroom, pain, a restless partner. Even brief interruptions can fragment your sleep. Think of it like watching a movie that keeps pausing every few minutes. Technically, you eventually reach the end, but the experience wasn't continuous. Your sleep can work in a similar way. 8 hours on the clock may look impressive, but if your night was repeatedly disrupted, you may wake feeling far less refreshed. And sometimes those interruptions aren't coming from your bedroom. They're coming from your breathing. If you regularly wake up tired, here's a question you may need someone else to answer. Do you snore loudly? Snoring doesn't automatically mean something is seriously wrong, but persistent loud snoring, particularly when it's accompanied by gasping, choking, witnessed pauses in breathing, morning headaches, or significant daytime sleepiness, can occur with obstructive sleep apnea. In sleep apnea, breathing repeatedly becomes reduced or interrupted during sleep, which can disrupt normal sleep. And here's what makes this easy to miss. You can spend plenty of time in bed and still wake up unrefreshed. Feeling tired alone does not diagnose sleep apnea. But if several of those clues occur together, that's a pattern worth discussing with a healthcare professional. Now, suppose your breathing seems fine. The next problem may actually start before you even go to bed. Your body doesn't only care about how much you sleep. Timing matters too. Your circadian rhythm is an internal, roughly 24-hour system that helps regulate when you feel awake and when you feel sleepy. If you go to bed at 10:30 one night, 1:30 the next, then sleep much later on the weekend, your schedule can become inconsistent. Light exposure also helps set this internal clock. Bright light late at night can make it harder for your body to prepare for sleep, while morning light helps support wakefulness and circadian timing. So sometimes the problem isn't, I need more hours. It's, my sleep schedule needs more consistency. But there's another nighttime habit that can fool you because it may make you feel sleepy at first. Alcohol can make some people feel drowsy and help them fall asleep faster, which sounds helpful. But falling asleep quickly and getting high-quality sleep are not necessarily the same thing. Alcohol can disrupt sleep later in the night and may worsen snoring or sleep-disordered breathing in some people. So you might fall asleep easily, spend hours in bed, and still wake up wondering why you don't feel restored. And alcohol isn't the only drink worth thinking about. The one people use to fight tiredness can sometimes help keep the cycle going. Caffeine works partly by blocking the effects of adenosine, a chemical involved in building sleep pressure while you're awake. That's useful when you need to feel alert. But caffeine can remain in your system for hours, so that late afternoon or evening coffee may affect sleep in some people, even if they can still fall asleep. Then morning arrives, you feel tired, you reach for more caffeine, and the cycle repeats. This doesn't mean everyone needs the same caffeine cutoff time. People respond differently. But if you're consistently waking unrefreshed, the timing of your last caffeinated drink is worth noticing. And there's another reason you can sleep 8 hours and still feel exhausted that has nothing to do with coffee. If this is helping you understand why your body behaves the way it does, subscribe to Healthy by Choice. We explain everyday body signals without turning every symptom into something scary. Because the next possibility is one people often overlook. Have you ever been physically tired but your brain refuses to switch off? Stress and worry can make it harder to settle into restful sleep. You replay conversations. Think about tomorrow. Check the clock. Check your phone. And suddenly you're trying so hard to sleep that sleep becomes even harder. Even when you eventually get enough hours, a restless or disrupted night may leave you feeling unrefreshed. A calming wind-down routine, a comfortable sleep environment, and giving yourself time away from stimulating activities before bed can help support better sleep. But what if you're doing the obvious things right, and you're still exhausted every morning? That's where we need to stop blaming your bedtime routine for everything. Persistent fatigue isn't always caused by poor sleep habits. Medical conditions, mental health conditions, nutritional deficiencies, medications, and other factors can also contribute to ongoing tiredness. That's why trying to diagnose yourself from one symptom isn't useful. Instead, look at the pattern. Are you regularly getting enough opportunity to sleep but still waking exhausted? Are you struggling to stay awake during normal daytime activities? Has someone noticed loud snoring, gasping, or pauses in your breathing? Has the fatigue become persistent or started affecting your everyday life? If so, it's reasonable to discuss it with a healthcare professional. Has someone noticed loud snoring, gasping, or pauses in your breathing? Has the fatigue become persistent or started affecting your everyday life? If so, it's reasonable to discuss it with a healthcare professional. Sometimes improving sleep habits helps. Other times, persistent tiredness deserves a closer look. So tonight, don't only count the hours. Pay attention to the conditions around those hours. Try keeping your sleep and wake times reasonably consistent. Notice whether caffeine late in your day affects you. Think about whether alcohol seems to change how rested you feel. Keep your bedroom comfortable, dark, and quiet. Give yourself a chance to wind down rather than carrying the entire day into bed. And if someone tells you that you snore loudly or stop breathing during sleep, don't simply dismiss it. Because good sleep isn't about winning a competition for the most hours. It's about giving your body the opportunity to get the restorative sleep it needs. So tomorrow morning, ask yourself a different question. Not just, how many hours did I sleep? Ask, how well did I sleep? Subscribe to Healthy by Choice for more evidence-informed explanations of the signals your body may be giving you. And if you regularly wake up with a dry mouth, watch our video on what that morning signal could mean. Live smarter. Live healthier.